Welcome to Bird Brains, episode 35. Jonathan Byrd and David Byrd are here, and they have on headphones. When I was loud, I think it bothered them.
Nope, not one bit. I'm half deaf.
Bryan Clauson and I don't have on headphones, so we can scream as loud as we want, and it won't affect us.
Yeah.
And that's all Brian's going to say for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
And then JoJo, if you can quietly hear giggling in the background, that's JoJo without a mic, and now she's trying not to make any noise.
Yeah.
Can you do like a little John? Yeah, maybe.
Bryan Clauson's turning into a rapper.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of that, real fast, we're talking about that. They played Little John at Comedy Sports on for Saturday night. We went to that show.
Uh-huh.
And, it's new choice.
What in the world is comedy sports?
Well, it's fantastic improvisational. It's a sport. Anyway.
Comedy played as a sport.
Did you know that they play that
Sounds
amazing.
amazing.
So instead of ringing the bell, they have Little John going, "What?"
Oh, that's funny.
Until it says,
okay.
"Yeah."
Oh, nice.
So it was like, it was so funny. It was fantastic. But it's a new game. I had never seen them play it that way before, and
Must
somebody
have
had
to be
brought it. No, it's
And that's how comedy sports works. Every time you go, it's going to be something different. So
Yeah.
721 Massachusetts Ave, if you're in Indianapolis, or in 23 other cities in America, or you're in Manchester, England, or Berlin, Germany, Google Comedy Sports, all one word with a Z instead of an S at the end because it's funnier that way. You can find a place to see some family-friendly but still funny comedy. So check that out.
It was hilarious. But
I thought you were going to say,
it's funny we were
speaking
doing
of-
Little John stuff all of a sudden. I just saw that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to
Had
say,
an epiphany.
speaking of rapping, Bryan Clauson can do Donald Duck rapping. A Donald Duck beatbox is what it was. We're doing it.
You recorded that, didn't you? Okay,
Yeah.
good. We'll add that in.
Yeah, so everybody listen now as we play back.
I think if we can get like a couple
Donald Duck
today
rapper.
and maybe
That's right.
And there it was. Cool. Hey, so we were just talking on the last podcast. If you missed it, we were asking Brian, who had raced 56 races and won 13, what do you remember? And he said a rocking chair and a Walmart museum. And then as soon as we got off the air, he was like, oh, wait, I have awesome stories. So I'm not saying that the rocking chair, and I saw a picture.
It was awesome.
And it was impressive.
awesome.
Very
It was
nice.
impressive. But what else did you think of? You said you thought of some other stuff.
Oh, my favorite, and I don't know how I forgot. I love going to the PBR, professional bull riding. I don't know if you've ever been or not.
At first, I thought you were talking about
Absolute
the
ribbon.
beer. Exactly.
that's
No.
Lauren.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lauren.
And you didn't say like the PBR factory, just the PBR.
Yeah. Went to the PBR in Des Moines. It was
So
great.
bull riding?
Bull riding. It's awesome.
Is it like the 8 seconds? Like
Yeah,
you're trying to stay on the
absolutely.
bull?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yep. You're trying to stay on the bull. You mostly don't, but
You're gonna say,
when
yeah.
they do, like they shoot cannons off and make a big deal out of it. It's pretty cool.
Brian's planning. He was scouting investments for the future because
Yeah,
say,
I'd really
yeah.
like to own a bull someday.
Oh, you don't want to ride it? Just
No,
own it?
I'm pretty sure I can't ride it. It's pretty crazy though. Like when you think about bull riding, it's a lot like what short track racing in a sense. Them guys will pack up in a car and drive to the next night. Not
yeah.
so much on the PBR level, but as they go there, they just pack up their stuff, head to the next town, and do it all over again. It's great.
Can you imagine doing that, but you had to go town to town and just get in a new car every time because it's just like they don't know the bulls.
Yeah, they don't. No, it'd be crazy.
The Bulls are the stars of PBR, really, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Those are the names they know.
That's
right?
like they sell T-shirts for the Bulls, right?
Yeah, they
sell
do.
t-shirts?
They do.
I was making
Leave
that
it
up,
to- leave
but
it-
it's true.
Leave it to Jonathan Byrd to turn this into like a money-making scheme.
right.
Hold on. How can we get involved? Can we sell merch?
Well, they sell
Well-
other things of the Bull.
Chicken on a chain is already taken. That was already one.
Daggone, that'd be perfect for us.
Somebody's already got that.
I've already named Brian's bull when he buys it though, because we're gonna call it Circular Insanity. I think it's a good
What if
name
it
for a
doesn't
bull.
spin? What if it just bucks?
Well,
It
get
doesn't spin?
a bull that spins. Okay.
That would be like what, an oxymoron? It'd just be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That'd be ironic. No,
Don't you think?
We're just going to do it every time.
Every
now.
time, yeah. It doesn't even have to be. We don't
We've
even know
moved
what
on
the
from
word
poop jokes
means.
to irony now.
Yeah, exactly. We've classed
We've
it up.
moved on.
Never mind, we haven't. He made that joke.
Wah, wah.
So my thing on the bull riding, did they have the rodeo clowns?
Well, they're not clowns anymore. They're bullfighters.
Oh my gosh, they've become correct.
They formed a union.
The Dickies bullfighters.
Dickies Bull, and they're sponsored. They
They
sold
are.
out
Do they dress up like Spanish matadors?
No, they just have on the
with the funny hats.
Dickie shorts, obviously. They're
Yeah, oh,
sponsored by
yeah.
Dickie, and then
Yeah.
they have like on like a, like a long
wig?
It'd be like a long sleeve like team jersey, like you'd see like
Yeah.
like one of the IndyCar teams walking around with, just long sleeve.
Yeah.
And they
Plaster
have their name on the
sponsors.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, They do have what would, I guess, semi be considered the clown, Flint Rasmussen.
Okay.
Like, he's the entertainer, right?
And again, he probably has T-shirts.
Like, he's
Well,
up there.
of
Like,
course.
I don't think he actually has like the nose, but he does the face paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he runs out there and like distracts the
yeah,
bull.
Not like he's more of like he will a little bit, but he's more of like the downtime guy. Like,
Oh yeah, the MC
like,
throughout the
yeah,
night.
kind of.
I'm not sure I like
entertaining.
bullfighter as a term. I think I prefer bull distraction engineer.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But no, I watched like a documentary on bull or the rodeo clowns years ago, and those are the most insane people in the world. Like they get flipped up in the air
yeah.
and all that. I'm like, why would you want to do
Yeah,
that?
their job is to not let the bull rider get hit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Do
like
they-
you have to
great.
fall on
They
the
duck in
grenade.
barrels still to hide in the barrel.
No,
No.
not at the PBR, anyways.
Wow.
It turns out people got hurt,
Yeah.
and they're like, you know what? We could
The
probably
bull
cut
learned
down
how
on
to roll the
injuries.
barrel once he was in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's insane. That's
So
insane.
yeah, I love PBR. I've been a couple times, but I haven't been in a few years, so I got to do that too in Des Moines. It's pretty cool.
Quad
That's
Cities.
awesome.
Yeah.
So would you put that above the Walmart Museum?
I probably would.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost Lauren. It was her first PBR, so she could have given you some.
Well, I
She
think
got, she got bull snot on her. And we were sitting pretty close. So that was great.
that's like if the
like a
whale
dirt
splashes
clod.
you at
Yeah,
SeaWorld.
exactly.
That's the equivalent.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's awesome. And then you said the concert. You said
Oh
you
yeah,
saw-
we got to see Keith Urban in a semi-private kind of setting. It was a friend of hers. Was working a convention here in Indy, and they had Keith there, so that was pretty cool to get to go to that. And
So you saw
Was it
one of the most.
firefighters? Firefighters convention?
no,
okay.
I honestly would not even. I think
You
it was
didn't pay
like
attention.
medical equipment or
Ah.
something.
That's where the money is.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Right. Firefighters. Turns out, firefighters.
And honestly, when we got in there, it was dark. Don't even know.
So the rule is if you want Brian to do anything, just turn off the lights. He's like, well, all right, once the lights are off, I'm confused. It's like a bird. He just falls asleep.
Brian gets to do all the cool stuff.
Yep.
Did you do anything cool?
No, not a thing. Not one thing.
You just sit in your.
He goes to races and he works.
Well, I do go to races. That's always cool.
Yeah.
But apart from that, just nothing.
And the fever dreams.
I got to do something else cool.
What's that?
I got to go 224 mile an hour around Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh yeah.
Without screaming.
That was pretty cool. Almost 225.
Yeah.
Without a pucker factor either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how hard are you holding on to the steering wheel?
Not supposed to hold it hard.
Fair. I mean, it's enough grip there to turn it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have power steering, so like, you
Yeah.
have to have some sort of grip on it.
I just feel like
2 fingers, just
Like
around the top.
I'm-
exactly the one finger at the bottom at 6.
You're
No,
like,
you
what-
use your knee. Come on now.
You know what I'm thinking of is like, those things you used to put a quarter in, like you grip the.
Oh, yeah,
grip
see
it,
how
like,
hard
it's
you
like,
can
oh, you're
squeeze?
like superhuman. Like, probably somewhere between. You
Between
squeeze,
holding
like-
a bottle of water
Yeah.
and squeezing the super grip.
Yeah.
You don't have one of those knobs like old people do on the wheel, and you just hold on to the knob. You remember those things? You spin it around.
Mel Kenyon's knob on his wheel.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was like 2 people in this whole.
I know.
I've literally listened
Yeah,
to this.
this
will
is
know.
a racing podcast. You better know that reference.
so
Both of our listeners might.
both, yeah.
Which actually brings us to exciting news.
Yeah.
Somebody has now joined Mrs. Colby as a listener.
Wait,
to
is
Bird
she
Brains.
like? Is somebody listening with her?
Not listening with her. Well, I don't know. I mean,
You did say she joined him.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, anything's possible.
And then I have
Hey,
had
I
2
haven't
people.
told my story yet.
Oh, I thought you told it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Really? You thought I
Well,
told
you
it?
said someone actually has joined Mrs. Colby, and so you told.
And you
the
thought
story.
that was it.
Well, I was upset.
I was bored already, so I wanted to tell my story.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna do
Thanks for
it.
stepping on me.
The good news is I didn't have headphones, so I didn't hear anything either one of them said.
Exactly.
But do you have the? Can we get? Let's hold on. Let's get him a flag. Okay, whoever's holding the flag has to speak.
That's fair.
So David,
All right.
you get to hold the
Here's
flag.
your story. I want you to say the end,
And then
so we
pass
know
the
your
flag.
story, and then pass the flag on.
So like an
okay?
old telegram, like every stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Give a sentence and then stop. Okay. So I was at Eldora watching Bryan race.
See,
He didn't win that night. He was the second night. He won the first night, doing the second night. It was really disappointing. But anyway, that's really not part of the story.
Brian's mad that you had to set it up like that. Like, why couldn't you just say it was a race night?
But he should have won.
This is a long run on.
Oh yeah, we don't. Sorry, I don't
he
have the flag.
would've
I'll stop
won.
talking.
That's right. Brian
Forget it.
cleared
There's 4 flags. Oh, hold on. We're
It's just a great one.
We're sitting in one of the hospitality.
You're holding the
tents.
move over.
That's the
flag.
move over
That's the
flag.
move over
Yeah,
flag.
move over. I want to say something. Right?
All right, whoever holding the move over flag gets it's like the trump card.
And if somebody holds up the
Wait,
white,
I have the
Yeah,
caution
yeah,
flag.
everybody
It's my slow down.
This story's gonna get crazy with the caution
The
flag.
story's almost done.
All right. So anyway, it's not a good story, but it's still a story.
Why
You better figure out a way to make it good after all
Yeah,
this.
man, you got the flag.
It's quite the build-up, isn't it?
All right.
Who is it?
I don't know. But down to the pits after the race, just sitting there talking. Guy came up, asked questions about Bryan, and he asked what my involvement was. I said I just help with kind of some of the sponsor stuff and put things together. And he's like, "Are you a Byrd?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, actually." He's like, "You do that podcast, don't you?" I listen to that. You guys are good. I'm like, "Well, thank you. You're our second listener."
Did you say? What do you say first? Thank you or why? We listen. Like why?
Well, he has a 40-minute drive to work, so he just gets to pass the time that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and if he said he was in the course of getting all caught up, take the stinking flag.
Oh, he threw it. For the listeners, I don't have a flag, but I'm going to talk anyway. David just threw it like a spear,
A javelin.
like when you're trying to throw it into
Aimed
a
at my
fish.
eye.
You got glasses on. You're
Well,
fine.
still,
You're fine.
the meanness and the hate behind the throw.
That's over 30 years of pent up aggression.
Almost 40.
All right, I wasn't going to say it.
It's okay.
You were underselling it. All right, I'm sorry, I don't have the flag anymore.
I've had 2 people today tell me that they listen to the podcast as well.
Today?
Today alone.
Thank you, Mr. One-Upper.
So I'm the winner. Checker flag is mine.
Well, I was. Our listener, Caitlin, was talking to one of her friends.
Our original listener.
Yeah, the original listener was talking to a friend the other day, and she said, well, John has to go to a podcast, and her friend's like, wait, he does podcasts? Like, yeah, it's called Bird Brains. It's racing, and like they had Carson, no, Connor, and Rachel, her friend, goes, Connor Daly? James would be so excited. And like, yeah, and Bryan Clauson, and like, they're like excited about it. So now my wife's friend's husband wants to come and just like be here while we do it.
We're going to do
I'm
a
like,
live podcast?
yeah, live
Oh,
podcast and
my
stuff like that. So yeah, it's like
We can charge
we're-
admission.
we're kind of a big deal. No, we don't charge admission.
added pressure.
We have to put cookies out to lure people into the tent.
That's the only reason I came in today.
Exactly. He walked
There
in
was sprinkle
Yes.
cookies.
He tried to get out, but we put something over him and he fell asleep.
And JoJo can actually attest to this. I was earlier gathering up the leftover cookies to take them over to the garage so the crew guys could eat. And she was like, "Is this what you do when everybody leaves? You just hoard all the cookies?" I said, "No, but I'm actually leaving some because Bryan likes these."
It's all right. I love them. Whatever's left will go back to the bus.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sorry I had one. I didn't mean to
It's
take
all right.
away some of your
Probably better.
bus cookies.
Your bus cookies.
Sounds weird. when you call them that.
I've heard of
Don't
bus
worry.
kids, but
I'll make
bus
sure
cookies.
if we qualify good, I'll make sure and thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
One less cookie was there.
Yeah, exactly. That's 3 less ounces in that car.
All
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is where there was going to be a sponsor. I thought you were, you were looking down at the paper and you only threw in one
I didn't know it
sponsor
was a good
last time.
segue, so I was just going to talk about guns. And
Speaking of segues,
Indie Trading Post is one of our sponsors here on the Bird Brains podcast. They're Indy's destination for family shooting sports, providing a place to learn to handle firearms safely in a relaxed environment. Indie Trading Post provides a safe, clean, family-friendly environment staffed by experienced professionals where you can also browse their large selection of guns and knives. 2851 Madison Avenue in Indianapolis. You can call them at 317-782-GUNS.
Indie Trading Post. Oh, shoots. There it is.
Man, you guys are like professionals now since I've been gone.
You've missed a lot.
Yeah. We come up
well,
with jingles.
I'd have suggested that we went ahead and like had a podcast at Indie Trading Post, but I feel like
That could be
I
arranged.
feel like that last little flag thing could have got if we were tossing a gun around.
Yeah, right?
Well, if that was to happen, then we should call Morello's Uptown Bail Bonds. Morello's Uptown Bail Bonds. Joe Morello, fantastic guy. Brian knows him really well.
Eat lunch with him almost every Tuesday.
After he bails you out, through 919-2489, you can call Joe Morello. He'll get you out of anywhere here in central Indiana. Morello's Uptown Bail Bonds.
Da-na-na-na. Uptown bail you out. Uptown bail you out. What do you do on Monday nights that you have to get bailed out every Tuesday before lunch, you know? I guess you race on the weekend.
Yeah,
Monday,
things get a little wild.
party down.
Yeah.
I don't think he's heard this one either. America's Best
my
Value
gosh, we just
Inn
rolled right into the
has
next
over
one.
1,000 inns, hotels, and suites. America's Best Value Inn, abvi.com. Download the app or call 888-315-2378 for reservations.
America's best value in.
And they're pet friendly.
They are.
Honda approves.
Speaking of
Speaking of
Honda,
that, yeah, what are you talking about?
that's big news. You need to share about that.
What?
The Honda
What?
approved you bringing your pet to America's best value in.
Well, there's been a financial arrangement happening with his dog daughter.
My oldest dog's naming rights have been sold
Oh.
to Honda for an undisclosed amount of milk bones.
I've heard the milk
I mean,
bones.
we're not gonna get too,
The milk bones are en route. Is that what I've heard?
And a player to be named, and a dog to be named later. Yes. No,
Yeah.
but Chevy is no longer to be referred to as Chevy for the next 2 weeks.
It's she'll be answering to Honda Clauson.
Yes.
Do you think Honda will listen to the name Honda Clauson?
If you have a treat in your hand, she'll do
call her
whatever you
That's
want.
whatever
why
you
you
wanna
need the
call
milk
her.
bones?
Yeah. She'll do whatever you want if you have a treat in your hand.
That's hilarious.
That works for my wife as well, weirdly enough.
Just a treat in your hand, but it's got to be like over a $500 treat or whatever.
It would work.
I would say more expensive than a milk bone.
Well, a treat. I bought her a couch for Mother's Day.
The dog or your wife?
My wife.
That's the confusion with pronouns.
I'm sorry. I should have been more specific.
So how many years of marriage have you guys been sitting on the floor to watch TV? You gotta wonder,
You assume we have a television.
Oh, you have a television now too, man.
No, we bought a new couch for the new house, and so it's a nice sectional. And my daughter and I, we surprised her. We went to go get it. She was in a bad mood, but we went to go get it. It was the day before Mother's Day.
She being who?
My
The
daughter.
dog.
Okay, thank you.
The dog. The dog.
The dog.
Wait, who was in a bad mood?
Abby, but it was probably my fault anyway. So we decided to go get the couch that we've been looking at for the last couple of
He
weeks.
And who is
Figured it
we?
out.
Yep.
This is a great story, so rich and compelling.
I'm holding the flag. No more talking.
Well, you're just throwing out pronouns. It's she and we and everything else. I mean, we need the details.
So
Paint a picture
Evelyn,
with your words.
my daughter, and I went to the furniture store. Do you need to know the furniture store's name?
No.
Okay. And bought the couch we were looking at.
If I was going to a furniture store, I'd go to University Loft, though.
Yes.
Did you go to Law Furniture Company?
They were our first choice to go look at furniture.
Oh, okay.
They happened. It was a crazy holiday or something, and happened to be closed that day.
Yes.
Right.
So anyway,
Good save.
We thank you very much. Yes, and we went to and we brought my daughter and I. We went to go get it. We stuffed it in one of the catering vans because I thought one of the box trucks were what we had were available, but they weren't, and they were closing like 5 minutes before.
You stuffed a sectional into a van?
We did.
Then he blacked out the windows.
Did they look at you funny when you picked it up?
And we put a bunch of candy in it too.
Yeah, exactly. We had some sprinkle cookies. Some bus cookies.
So that was a fun opportunity to surprise. We were just talking about treats and wives. That's why I brought up the couch.
Oh, speaking of gifts,
That's
and
her love
wives.
language, by the way, is receiving gifts.
Oh, it's one of the 5 love languages.
that's
That
correct.
book's stupid.
I agree.
I've like read through it. We did like premarital counseling, and if you want premarital counseling, let me sit down and talk to you guys for half an hour. And it's literally, I'm like, what? It's just a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk. My listener, the first listener,
Yeah.
will attest. We went in, and literally the lady asked us all sorts of questions. She's like, "You guys are good." She goes, "I never say that, but you guys are good." And I'm like, "Well, then we just wasted a lot of money." But speaking of marriage, people like 2 days before I got married were like, "What'd you get her for the wedding gift?" I go, "What? Did you know this?
No.
You're supposed to buy her a wedding day present." And they're like, and because somebody
I
goes,
did.
"That's
the
what I
ring.
said." I go, I already bought her an engagement ring, and then on the wedding, I'm going to give her the other ring, and they were both real expensive. Does that, and like, no, she's going to give you something. I guarantee it. So you have to get her a gift. And so I'm like, "Well, what do you get?" So I talked to another friend, and she's like, "Oh, probably like a necklace or an earring, like earrings or something nice that she can wear that day." I'm like, no, I know she's going to have everything planned by that day. So I'm like, "What does she really like?" So I just went, and one of my friends
Taco
said,
Bell. Oh, that was
"You got me that." You got me that. But so I went to Teavana, a stupid tea store, and bought her this real expensive, like all these like different kinds of tea, like this big sampler thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's not good. That's not good enough." And then she ended up loving it, and I was fine.
Yeah.
I guess normally the girl will get the guy like a nice watch or something, and I guess these are traditional type things. But she knows I don't wear a watch. Like I have a Fitbit now, whatever, but I never wore a watch. She bought me, and we haven't used it yet, and I'm scared to death, but I'm real excited. Skydiving thing. We're both going to go skydiving.
Oh, my
Because we
goodness.
talked about it. So I'm like,
Well, let us know when you're going so that we can plan our next guest.
yeah, exactly. For whoever
our next guest
fills
host.
in. And then have when I die, have a moment of silence
We
and play
will.
Boys to Men. That's all. It doesn't even have, it can
Although
even be like,
we've
"I'll make love to
come.
you." It doesn't even have to be one of the sad ones, whatever. But get her something that day. Or
I didn't get anything for Abby. I didn't know about that. Did you know about
no,
that?
I've never heard
See?
about it.
Brian didn't know about
Wedding
that.
is
bull
And it's
crap.
tradition. And we went very traditional, and I had never heard of that tradition.
Google it, because I Googled it, and it certainly is. And
So she
again,
knew about it, so she already
Of course, she had already gotten
my
me something.
gosh.
But and I didn't want. I didn't. You can't 2 days before. I'm like, "Hey, are you getting me something?" At that point, you're screwed. So I went out the day before and bought that. And
That wasn't on the checklist.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
all those books that they give you for all this stuff.
No,
yeah.
I had an app.
Well,
Not
15 years ago.
Exactly.
Didn't send me that.
Exactly. But
Could blame the app next time. Next time.
next time,
time.
exactly.
Is this sad to say that 15 years ago there wasn't like all these apps and things when I got married? So actually, I had a book.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Back in the olden days, John, let me tell you, we had books.
Like,
I always so we've started doing a little wedding planning
Oh, yeah.
and that, and my response to we've looked at a bunch of places or different stuff. My response is if we don't pick that florist or pick this, go with maybe next time.
yeah, it's probably not.
I told her,
At least
just
that's
just see what they say.
That's what he's saying, at least for using Jonathan Bird's catering. Maybe next time, because he's not using us, actually.
How dare you not use Jonathan Bird's catering?
I know.
Well, it wasn't at the venue it wasn't available at the
Same
venue.
thing happened with ours too.
Yeah.
Jojo, it's up to you.
Trust me. I've loved to use Jonathan. Bird's
Oh, I know.
catering.
Yeah, I said the same
we were
thing.
this close.
It
I heard we
was
were
very
this close.
It was very close.
Then Union Station beat us out.
Yeah, we're getting married at Union Station.
Oh, at the Crown Plaza.
Yeah,
That's where I proposed.
and
Oh.
it's,
In their big ballroom.
7
You know.
degrees of
how about that?
Kevin Bacon.
engagements.
Yeah.
Locations.
That-
As you're doing
Obviously.
your wedding planning, can I recommend something that John
oh boy.
brought to his ceremony, which I thought was really cool? Was after they said like you may kiss the bride, whatever, and he high-fived Caitlin, which I thought was
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think you should.
I high-five. Well, it came from a joke. The day before in the rehearsal, like the pastor was like da 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 da, and then I'll say you may kiss the bride at the end, whatever. And my now mother-in-law goes, kiss her, like from like sitting up. I go, no, then it becomes law, and then we're legally married early. And then I turn and a high five her. I go, a high five will be sufficient. So that day, we're like, you may kiss the bride. I turned toward her and I went, and she started laughing. We high fived, and then we kissed, whatever. So yeah, throwing a high five.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Or a butt slap or something. Hey, good work.
That would be awesome.
Good team.
I will give you $100, and I have to see video proof of it.
And I was gonna say, that's on record.
I mean, I hope you come, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I think we might be there.
I was gonna say,
Well,
but-
yeah.
are you guys boycotting? Is that what you're?
Well, you know, if the Colts do really well this year,
Oh,
we
that's
might
true.
be in. We might be. Where's the Super Bowl this year?
I mean, I'm not getting an invite yet.
Houston?
I presume it's implied.
I don't
but-
know.
Where's the Super Bowl? Anybody know where the Super Bowl is this
Houston.
year? Houston.
I just
That's
thought you weren't coming. I picked the
Well,
wrong
he said
place.
Tell you
As
what,
long
we'll
as
be
it's
sitting
good
there
evidence.
with like good food ready to go in case there's a problem.
Right? Yeah. A van with a couch and fried chicken in it in case something goes wrong.
I also know, are they doing mac and cheese for you at least? I mean, are they going to give us
we
It's
haven't
gonna be
even-
fancy mac and cheese.
We haven't even got
probably.
that far yet.
It's pasta and fromage.
Although I would say Mom was a little bit bent out of shape about it.
Oh no!
But I smoothed it over. I said, Mom, honestly, chances are something's going to go wrong at their wedding, and it's better that we not be the ones that make it go wrong.
I mean, I'm still gonna have a cake. I still got a cake to be made
And a rehearsal dinner.
and a
probably.
rehearsal dinner. Yep.
Right.
There's
And I'm
and-
not like totally abandoned. I just told Lauren
And a
at the
bachelor
very
party.
beginning that
bachelor party. You know,
Just
I've never been to a
because-
bachelor party.
Me neither.
we were tied to Jonathan Byrd. She didn't have to pick her wedding venue or date, just based solely on that.
Yeah.
We entertained
So she
some
took
different
it up.
place, so
for all-
she
took him up on it
It's
over.
like, all right, I don't want any of it.
yeah,
Screw those guys.
I felt like it'd be unfair.
So who's the best man? Have you asked anybody?
Yeah,
yet?
no, my buddy Kirk.
Okay. So is he
Kirk
in charge
Spurgeon.
of the? Is he in charge of the bachelor party?
Yeah.
All right. All right, do you
yeah.
know? Do you know anything about it yet?
No, no,
Because I've
no.
never been to a bachelor party yet, ever in my
Oh.
life. Have you been to a bachelor party? You have lots of friends who've gotten married. I'm sure you've been.
Yeah,
to
I've been to a lot of them, and I invited you to mine. So that's on you. It's stop whining about it. I've never been.
You know, on another.
So the first time I was invited to a bachelor party was
we'll come-
yours.
we'll come
Maybe
back
this
to
will be
the
my.
bachelor. He does this all the time.
I know.
So last week, I had all my race teams in town. And
Yeah.
I'll just be
all I've
seeing
heard
myself
for
out.
about, when did we start this indie project? Like 2014. So
Yeah.
since 2014, all I've heard about is how good
Oh,
these guys
gosh,
are at
here we go.
karting. Like they're amazing at
We
karting.
raced
yeah.
once.
They're amazing at karting.
Yeah, we did go once.
So I got it arranged that we would go over to the new SIK karting and Speedway. Sarah and Andy, Sarah Fisher, Andy O'Garris, place over there, and you know who the two no-shows were?
Were they both named Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
we have very good excuses why we couldn't make it.
We were setting up this very tent in
Yes.
which we're recording right now.
It's cool
that
that
day.
the Birds have practiced their excuses so much they just rattle out.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bird's complaining about not ever having been to a bachelor party. He was invited
I
to
could
mine.
have been.
yeah.
I really wanted to go.
He was invited to my wedding. Another excuse.
Yep.
So yeah, he's really good at the excuses.
Yeah, no,
isn't he?
absolutely. So, anyways, yeah, Kirk is my best man. Have,
So we'll get
my buddy Ricky.
We'll get the invitation probably like after like the party. Oh, it got lost in the mail.
You were totally invited.
Tyler.
my buddy Ricky,
Okay.
my best friend from high school, Doug.
And
My
this
buddy-
is the wedding party.
Yeah,
Okay,
my buddy
groomsmen?
Tyler.
Okay.
Who actually lived with us for a little while and works for me still, and then her little brother Austin.
Oh, I didn't make the cut. Damn it, I was hoping.
He hadn't named a ringberry yet. All right, so you
Yeah,
hold
he's got a
on.
shot.
Wait, you go,
I
or flower
want-
girl.
I'm, you know,
Could it be maybe Usher?
So
I can
yeah,
dance.
So,
Oh wait,
That's not
Usher.
what Usher. That's a completely different. Usher.
That's a different Usher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
da
Yeah.
da da da.
That's Little John, right? All right.
Well, it's
so
it's
Yeah.
Usher with Little John.
I know we're getting back into
And
Little
we've come
John,
full
right?
circle.
And yeah, no more poop jokes now. Just irony and Little John jokes. Cool.
Well, today's Bird Brains. Let's start that 3, 2, 1. Today's Bird Brains podcast brought to you by Jonathan Byrd.
He thinks that's going to be edited out.
they-
Just count
They
down,
do
3,
catering.
2.
They do everybody's weddings except Bryan Clauson's and the 502 East Event Center. Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Tilson HR, Comedy Sports Indianapolis, Morella's Uptown Bail Bonds, Indie Trading Post, University Loft Company, and by a fantastic time was held by all here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Bird Brains podcast. Finally, John, take it away.
Hey, thanks for listening to us. Again, we are at the Jonathan Byrd's hospitality tent. Don't come here because if you're listening to this right now, it's not live, so we're not here. I just want to make sure you understand that because some people are confused and they don't understand how the internet works. If you got confused and you tried coming here and we weren't here, or you actually listened to this full podcast, we just want to say we're very, very sorry.